Hi, I'm Astley and welcome to our showroom. I'm the design principal of SohoARC. I've been interior designing for the past 14 years of my life. In my design career, I've come across a lot of different styles and concepts. However, one concept deserves special attention, and that's the concept of going green. We spend 80 to 90% of our life indoors. This gives us a lot of reason and motivation to design our home and offices in an eco-friendly and responsible manner. Our approach is not just about energy or water conservation, or about using sustainable and recyclable material. It's about a deeper understanding to our clients' lifestyle and patterns of use. What we at SohoARC has decided to do is to become ambassadors of green interior designing. We have dedicated ourselves to play a vital and important role in protecting our precious Mother Earth. We do this by providing a balanced and holistic view that includes sound advice on sustainable materials, environmentally responsible design, and construction that minimizes waste. Most people will think that eco-friendly approach will probably cost more, but that's not true, as good design know-how and implementation would equate to substantial long-term savings. Every month, SohoARC will upload a new video that includes tips and tricks on how you can go green. Categories would include electrical, water, and carpentry, etc. This month, our focus is on electricity. Let's take a look at a typical TV console. There is a TV mounted on the wall feature and there is a DVD player connected to it. Nothing out of the ordinary here, but look closer and you will realize that they are actually on standby mode. This standby mode allows the user to just pick up a remote control and switch on the TV or the player. But did you know that in order for your TV to spring into action like that, it requires a constant consumption of up to 20 watts of electricity? You might say that's not much. Now how about this? Add another 20 watts to a DVD player and another 20 watts to a cable decoder, and very soon you will have used about 60 watts of electricity that is doing absolutely nothing. Most people have more than one TV at home these days. Multiply that 60 watts with 2 TVs or 3 and the watts will surely add up. Here is an example of how we at Soho will design our TV consoles differently. Most modern TVs are LCD panels mounted on a wall feature. This is because wires can be concealed inside the box up. What we've done here is to hook the power point up and connect it to the main switch. This main switch, when it's on, will send power to the appliances that is hooked up to the power point. Kill the switch and you will kill the power supply to the power points below. Let's look at how this can be applied in the kitchen as well. Seemingly normal looking kitchen, but like the TV console, the appliances here are hooked up to the power point. The oven, microwave oven, hood and hob are all consuming powers while doing absolutely nothing. The wasted standby power of household electronic appliances is typically very small, but the sum of all such devices in a typical home becomes significant. The amount of energy used can light up a living area daily. We know that everyone is unique. The green solution for everyone is going to be unique and customized to your usage and lifestyle. That is why green interior designing is not just about using energy-saving appliances and recyclable material. It's about understanding you and integrating it into a concept that looks great and will work well for you. What we have here are typical lighting available in the market. I want to take the opportunity to share with you the different type of lighting available as well as their energy consumption. Here I will go into describing the different type of lighting and light fixtures and share with you its strengths and weaknesses. PLC light fitting with energy saving bulbs. This is one type of diffuse lighting. It is commonly used in most false ceiling. It is designed to replace the incandescent bulb because it is compact. A good solution to providing adequate lighting for throughout the place, but requires about 2 times 18 watts of light tube, and light distribution is not good, especially if light fittings comes with a frosted glass cover. The reason why a frosted cover is used is to cut down on the amount of glare when you look at the light. If you have downlights just directly above where you lie down to sleep, or where your line of vision comes into the glare of the light. The only problem with this type of lighting and its frosted cover is that the already diffused lighting will be diffused further by the frosted glass covers, and as such, more lights will be used to compensate for the lack of lighting. Hence, more lights means more cost in terms of buying the lights and maintaining the lights. Normal fluorescent lighting and the T5 fluorescent lighting, they are also diffuse lighting. Remember how we used to have this type of lighting used along common corridor ceilings and even the round type ones found in the bedroom ceilings? They were slowly replaced because the tubes are long and unsightly. It has an industrial kind of look and designers find it hard to fit it into the design. the light produced by this type are generally white and unappealing. Along the way, they got replaced by the T5. The T5 is a modern version of a typical fluorescent tube lighting. However, compared to its big brother, it is much smaller, uses less energy. The T5 produces the same amount of light, and it lasts about as long as its big brother counterpart, 10,000 hours to 18,000 hours. And because of the size of these type of tubes, designers could find a lot of uses for them. By tucking them into cove lighting conceals the tubes inside a pocket, and diffuse lighting washes out through the sides and produces a floating effect. This can be used in cove ceiling where a soft lighting effect and general illumination are achieved at the same time. Alternatively, we can use them with integrated carpentry. It is purely decorative, but because it uses very little electricity, you will not feel the pinch when you're using it for decorative purposes. Like the energy-saving bulbs, it comes in 3 types as well: warm white, bright white, and cool white. This light cannot be dimmed unless you connect them to a very expensive transformer that allows dimming. These dimming transformers are usually used in commercial spaces, whereby the cost of getting the transformers are justified due to the high usage. Halogen downlight with halogen bulb. This light falls under the intense lighting category. These lights are used as it produces very intense lighting. This intense lighting is great when you want to highlight a painting or a sculpture or even a certain texture on the wall. However, the heat produced by this bulb when switched on is quite great. In fact, if the room is designed with a lot of such lights, you probably have to switch on the air conditioner just to cool down the place. This high temperature is essential to their operation. Because the halogen lamps operate at a very high temperature, it can pose fire and burn hazards. These bulbs are fairly short-lived too. The better ones last between 500 hours to 2000 hours, and the common ones will probably last only half this amount. So be prepared to spend more on replacing these bulbs. You can reduce the heat and replacement bulbs if you use one of these switches. This is a dimmer switch that allows the user to dim the lights and create soft, warm ambience. Dimming will reduce the heat emitted and prolong the lifespan of your halogen bulbs, and at the same time create an interesting ambience. Incandescent light, or better known as the common light bulb, is also in the intense lighting category. They are quite inexpensive and are commonly found in the chandeliers these days. The main selling point of the bulb is that its glass covers can be of different shapes and sizes. Take for example this bulb. It's perfect for chandeliers as it adds to its form. The glass cover can also be frosted, whereby the intensity of the light can be diffused with the frosting. However, these bulbs generally do not last very long, and replacement may be quite often. The heat produced when you have these lights on can be quite warm as well. A typical room may require at least 2 to 3 of these 40-watt bulbs to light it up sufficiently. That's about 120 watts being used. If you compare to 2 of these energy-saving downlights, which is about 72 watts at most. The type of lights you use depends on the size of the area, the way light is distributed, the tasks that we perform in the area, and of course, for decorative purposes. Lighting fixtures bring any interior to life. It gives form and texture to a room, or create a right mood. That is why, by changing brightness, you can correct the proportions and volume of your space. The important thing to note here is how this lighting, if chosen and used correctly, can help you play an important part in being green, and at the same time, achieve the effects that you want. We've come to the end of this episode of Going Green with Soho. We hope the green interior designing ideas and advice on lighting will come in handy and help you understand how you can go green with interior designing and renovating. There are more concepts and ideas whereby they may be integrated into your design and renovation. To find out more about how we can help you go green with interior designing and renovation, simply log on to www.SohoARC.com or contact us at the following address.